Good evening and welcome to the final race of the season here from Abu Dhabi. Obviously, I'm not actually in Abu Dhabi, we're just pretending. Yeah, a good night, a fun night hopefully tonight. Last race of the season. We do have the drivers and constructors titles all wrapped up. There were people obviously trying to improve their standing further down. Good evening, Kovac. Yeah, fun night tonight. Just a relaxing one. Um, I've got word through the chat that Connor's going to do our two-time back-to-back champion. Is going to try and do a last to first tonight. Evening, Husky. Is one half of our worthy constructors champions. Next season he's going to be out for the double, I guess. I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to just a relaxing night. No major dramas, nothing. Just a nice, fun evening. And that's about it, really. Obviously, I'm happy that the new Formula One season started. In real life, that is. Good result for McLaren. I'll take that, 6th and 8th, compared to last season, anyway. And we've got Saudi Arabia. We've got Jeddah next week, or this upcoming weekend. That should be fun. And it's always fun to see the Alpines at the back. Yeah. I don't know why that is, by the way. I've got no reason to dislike anyone at the Alpine team. But Pierre Gasly looks like Doctor Strange. Oh, JTK's trying the last to first as well, is he? So him and Connor are going to be... that could work to your advantage, Husky, to be fair. Because if they're both doing last to first, not only are they going to be trying to get through the pack, they're going to be battling each other. They could slow each other down. Don't quote you on that. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see. I think there's going to be, what, about 13, 14 tonight? Something like that. Which, for the last race of the season, is not too bad. I don't know if JTK is or not. I can't remember if he said he is. I did say earlier to Connor, make sure you do last to first, and I think he said he's doing it. So that's at least one having a go. I'm sure he will. JTK, that is. Although, you know, he might want that second place. I don't know. He might actually. I mean, you've both driven really well together. You've helped each other along as teammates. You've worked really well together. But I think I'm sure the temptation's there that he's going to go full slog tonight and get that second place in the championship, or try to at least. Someone just left the lobby, by the way. I don't know who that is. Sup, Digex? How you doing? Are you good tonight? Good to go. I don't know if you're racing or not. I've not seen. Well, I have seen the lineups for tonight. I just didn't like. I was just counting the numbers rather than looking at names. Oh, you're not racing tonight. Okay. It's nice to see you in the chat though, on the stream, even though you're not racing tonight. That's always good. A big thumbs up for that. Having a well-earned rest, I guess, after the last couple of weeks where you've, let's say last three races or so, really stepped your game up. Having a well-earned break, ready for next season. Speaking of next season, I mentioned last week the calendar's out. I went through it last week. I don't know when we start. I think we're having a week off on in regards, there'll be like maybe a couple of 25% races or something. Just a chill week, where there's no pressure on anybody, As I say, just waiting for the lobby to fill up as per usual. He's not doing it. Oh, he's bottled it. Yeah, he's probably going for that second place. Let me have a look at the current standings. So, there's only 2 points in it as well. That's that's very 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 close between JTK and Husky. And both Aston Martins are battling for fourth place in the championship. Mun's not in tonight, so I don't think. Is he? No, so he's going to get sixth. The Donster and Mr. Golden Flame are both still battling each other. That could definitely change. Helen needs to score a couple of points. He'll move up into ninth in the standings. And the constructors, I think, the Aston still could finish second in the championship if they finish high enough. We've actually got a tie at the minute between AlphaTauri and the Mercedes for fourth place, and we all know that prize money, big bucks, although less wind tunnel time. So it'd be interesting to see who out of them who can finish fourth. So still a lot to play for. Just not first place, that's all. JTK's coming in. Oh, he's in. I was looking at my phone, looking at the standings. He's actually in. I think that might be everyone. Might be one or two more. I'm not sure. It was 13 in the attendance, and then Mr. Golden Flames come in late. So it should be 14, but we've only got 12 at the minute. I'll be surprised if we have 10 finishers tonight. Abu Dhabi, of course. Just one of those. It's a difficult circuit. It's hard on the tyres, and then you've got. Is it turn 2 or turn 3? You can easily spin out. There's quite a lot of runoff, so there's that at least. But on that turn, I can't remember if it's turn 2 or 3. It's very high speed, so even with a lot of runoff, if you get it wrong and you spin out, you can bin it there and DNF. And then obviously under the bridge or the grandstand or whatever you want to call it, whatever it is, where it goes, I think, right, left. I've seen people take each other out there, going side by side. But we'll see what happens tonight anyway. As I say, not a high pressure night for a lot of the drivers. Although, as I mentioned, there's still a lot to play for in terms of bragging rights and finishing positions in the championship standings. For those of you watching, of course, do you think Max will win every race this season? I think he might. I think it'd take a lot of luck for him not to. That Red Bull's just too good, isn't it? And he's too good. And it's reliable as well, which is annoying. It's not likely to break down. Evening, Nico. I see you're in the Ferrari tonight. Hope you're well. There we go, into qualifying. I'm good, thank you. I'm very good. It's Puzzy. I have to get that one right. I'm getting demonetised. New to this. Yeah. That's alright, you're welcome. Very welcome here. Of course, it's not long before the new game comes out. We've got one more season before the new game comes out. As I've mentioned before. Yeah, mostly a fan of JTK. Yeah, JTK is. Yeah, he's very, very good. If he's not doing last to first challenge tonight, I think he's probably favourite to win the race. I'm not going to lie. I thought he's really fast. Get the. There you go. See, the track looks like kind of like a pistol. No, I think he's favourite. We've got a Ferrari coming out. Carlos Sainz, apparently. No, it's Nico. On intermediate, so he's doing the old setup test. As you can just see here, this is a really weird pit exit. So you go like underneath the track. It's yeah. You don't see too many like that. Well, we know he's on the medium, so let's. Who's behind him then? It'll be Outlaw in the Haas on soft, so he's actually doing a lap. Although he has been overtaken by an AlphaTauri. That'll be Latifi. I want to get on whoever's the first round. Lower that volume a little bit so I can actually hear myself think. Yeah, look, right, left. See a few accidents here, and you see people overshoot it, hit the wall. Some DNFs there. Right, here we go, we're on the last corner. Latifi's going to start the first proper fast lap. Nico's on Inter, so we don't really count that. It should be fun. I mean, Hella could send you an invite. It's qualifying, so there's still time. Oh, and there you go, look, overshooting it already on And turn 2. Let's get on with Outlaw then. Big straight, big DRS straight. Yeah. Oh, hello. So important in the race. There'll be a lot of overtakes down that straight. Here you've got to get the entry right here through the chicane. If you get the entry wrong, you lose so much time. Another quite long DRS sector here at the end of sector 2. Nicely using all the track there. Double left-hander, very difficult. There you go, look. As I say, very, very difficult. We'll stick till the end of the lap just so you can see the whole lap. And it's a double right-hander to the end. He's going to come in the pits or going to go again. Oh, Connor's putting in a fast lap. What's he doing here? I thought he was doing last to first. So ZX has put in a 1:22.6 to start us off. That's the line, that's the one. You've got to use all the track and without going a little too far. 1:22 dead for Connor. We've got Mr. Golden Flame 1:22.7, a 1:23 dead for Kovac, and a 1:24.1 for the Donster. Apparently Hella's put in a purple sector 2 here. This could be a very fast lap if he can get this technical third sector right. Yeah, nicely using all the track there. A 1:23.1. Well, that purple must have been a lie. Here comes Latifi at the end of the straight. That's nice. That's a nice line through the chicane there. Let's have a look at this sector 2 time. A 53.1. Looking decent. Looking smooth. Again, if you don't know this track, you've got to pay so much attention to this sector 3. Make or break your lap. It's a tough technical area. That's a 1:23.1. JTK's out on the inters, testing the setup. Husky's on his out lap, so we'll stay for Husky's fast lap. Here we go, Husky looking for second in the Drivers' Championship after wrapping up the Constructors with his teammate JTK last week. And it's a direct battle between the two. Husky does have a 2-point advantage and a purple sector 1. Ooh, maybe took a bit too much of the curb there. We'll find out. Well, looking good, actually. 2 purple sectors, allegedly. We know what the telemetry is like here and the track map. We can't have 100% confidence in it. Oh, almost a spin. Yeah, it does. I think it will be a close grid, apart from that's a 1:22.8 there, but they lost lost a lot of time in Sector 3, did Husky. I think apart from the three at the front, which I expect to be Connor, Husky and JTK, I think we'll see a very close race. I imagine those three will be close as well. They normally are. Connor 6/10 in front already. That's excuse me. That's a big time that he's put in. Because Nico on his proper tyres now on the softs. Actually, Nico's. And there you go, overshooting it already. Turn 1, overshooting it. That's yeah, that's not very good. Where's Leg Schrader then? And Connor's just starting another fast lap, so we'll get back on board with Connor. There's a purple sector 1. I think he wants to go out in style this season. He wants to get that win. He's already the champ, 2-time. He's not messing about it. He said he was going to do a last to first. I think he changed his mind and he's like, no, I'm going to go. Oh, and there's another invalidation. You see a lot of people invalidating. JTK just into sector 3. So we'll go with JTK. A contender for pole position, you would imagine. Lovely. Finish my drink. I'm really tired tonight, I'm not going to lie. And we've got a formation lap tonight as well. Yeah, if we can not have 16 safety cars, that'd be great. So JTK with a purple sector 1. Of course, the old track or the old track layout at Abu Dhabi was a little bit different there. There was a couple extra corners in sector 1 and before the hairpin. That is literally using every millimetre of the track. He's getting absolutely everything that he can. Purple sector 2, a 52.4, that is fast. We've been seeing 53s through there. Can he avoid the invalidation though? That's the question. Yeah, just lifting off slightly. Yeah. Ooh. I'll tell you what, that's as close to perfect as you're going to get. 121.989, provisional pole position as the Donster retires from the session. That is a fast lap. Mr. Goldenflame's throwing a 122.1 there as well. Some good laps coming in. I think this is another fast lap. Let's slightly taking a curb there. Let's see what he can do. No, he's coming in the pits. He's coming in the pits. So we've got Nico on a fast lap, although not that fast. 55 seconds through sector 2. That's not great. Who else is doing? Leg Schrader. A 122.9, only good enough for 10th at the minute. Ice One's on an in lap. Outlaw's invalidated. Let's see what Latifi's doing then. This is a proper lap. Seen a lot of people invalidating already tonight in his back. So if that's anything to go by, as we see another one there from Latifi, if that's anything to go by, we could see penalties coming into play. I guess we'll have to see. So Husky with a 122.8 so far. He's got to shave quite a bit of time off here. Need a big lap. Of course, if this lap doesn't work out, as long as he's got the tyres to do so, he's got time to pit in and get out again. Yeah, I mean, last season, I think it's like 11, 12 seconds slower, the track, just because of the difference in Sector 1. So they've made the track a lot faster. Or the lap time, at least. Looking at that time there, 52.7. And it was a 52.4, I believe, from JTK. So 3/10 behind at the minute of JTK. That, if he carries that on, though, he'd be good enough to be on the second row of the grid. No risks there. As Connor puts in a 121.8. Over to you, JTK. That's a 122.4 for Husky, good enough for fourth, as I say, second row of the grid. Is that Connor facing backwards? And he's got, yeah, so he is doing the last to first. He's, basically what he's done there is he said, look, this is what I can do. That, you know, that's the lap time that I can put in. I'm just showing you, and then I'll disqualify myself just to make sure I start at the back and do the last to first. So we've got ZX, a 52.6 through sector 2 is not bad. That's pretty quick. To make some more time up here in sector 3. We could see him jump up to third in the grid, potentially. So 122 dead up to second on the front row. Nice, very nice lap. Go down to Nico, who's just starting his fast lap. He needs to put a lap in here. Although, you know, he's running 12th at the minute, so might as well go all out and try and put the car as high as possible, risk the invalidation, because, you know, if he invalidates, he's going to be 12th anyway, so does it make a difference in that respect? Oh, a 52.5, that's really fast. That's front row of the grid fast, possibly pole. At least provisionally. It's quite smooth through there as well. So 122.1, it's third on the grid. It's a nice time, that. That's not bad at all. The ZX is coming in. That's going to be that. So you would imagine JTK's got pole in the bag here. I think Mr. Golden Flame could definitely catch. Husky has invalidated, but he's, I'm guessing, on an outlap, getting rid of as much fuel as possible, I would imagine. say second, isn't it? No, coming in. So that's it for Husky. I don't know if Mr. Golden Flame's going to get round or not. 10 seconds. I think just about, actually. Oh, ho, ho, with 1 second. That's impressive, to be honest. You can't time that better. I know we've got JTK out, but we're going to stick with Mr. Golden Flame. Put in a good lap of 122.177. We're looking maybe to try and get a pole position here. As always, we'll look at that sector 2 time and we'll know what sort of pace we're getting here. So 52.5 up on his time. Pinch a little bit more time. He's going down the front row here. I should have raced. Oh, and a spin and a crash. Oh, that's unfortunate. I had to go all out, really. And I think that's going to be it, really. Yeah, Kovac is coming into the pit, so it's going to be JTK in pole position. And joining him on the front row is going to be ZX in the Aston Martin. We've got Nico, Mr. Golden Flame on the second row of the grid, then Kovac and Husky, Latifi and the Donster, Outlaw and Hella on the 5th row, and we've got Leg Schrader, poor showing there, 11th position. Ice 1 in 12th, and then we've got Connor, who actually did put in the fastest lap of qualifying and got himself disqualified because he wants to do a last to first challenge. Interesting if he can. Connor saying fake pole W. Well, you get them how you can. You take them. Yeah, that's very unfortunate there for Mr. Golden Flame. He was running quite well there. Possibility of a front row or even a pole, but gonna have to start from 4th, and we'll see. Yes, Latifi, that is correct. Putting a picture of Piastri. You are Piastri. With that qualifying position, you're basically Piastri. So I think we have actually got a formation lap tonight, so I could chill a little bit. I'm not straight in. Yes, there is a formation lap. Good. Good. It gives me time to breathe. Oh, no, there isn't a formation lap. We were lying. Or we were lied to. We were told there was a formation lap. Well, JTK out in front straight away. With ZX just behind. Let's get the lap data on. Quickly look at the tyres. It was mostly running mediums. So that's a good start for the Donster there, making up a position. But Mr. Golden Flame on the hards, Kovac on the hards, and Connor on that. Obviously on the hards. He's already made 2 positions, so he's going to be flying here. ZX is through here. He's got the inside line. Going to squeeze JTK, but no. Yeah, no, we didn't have a formation. I thought we were going to have one, to be honest. But, yeah, well, turns out that we didn't. They weren't messing about with fuel or anything, either, were they? They was straight in. You see JTK. Look, these front 4 are already starting to gap Mr. Golden Flame. There's your man, Puzier. He's in first position at the minute. Looking good. I'm following ZX, by the way, and not JTK, because you'll get to see more of in front and behind. Whereas if I was just following JTK, you wouldn't see as much. Mr. Golden Flame's 8/10 behind that front 4 now. They're just pulling away a little bit. As Hella goes through in 12th. Husky starting to get gapped a little bit as well. As it stands, JTK will take second in the championship. Get on board with ZX, getting squeezed a little bit. Wheel to wheel. Yeah, backing out. Oh, Nico's going through in the Ferrari. That's a lovely pass. Nice and clean there from Nico on ZX. All this helps JTK if they're going to be battling behind him. You see Husky's right on it as well. He's going to be looking to get through. His Alfa Romeo's been absolutely class this season, to be fair. Oh, Husky's going to get through, I think. Yeah, ZX, sorry. Almost went into the back of Nico. That's put Husky up into third position. Don't worry about those possible race strategies. That's not going to happen. Well, the soft medium's not happening because we know nobody's on the softs. So that's ridiculous for a start. Sort your game out, Codemasters. Well, we've got DRS. There's a big train all the way down to the Donster, or even Connor in 8th. So the man that's probably going to make a go of this, although he's dropped back now 9/10, Nico. He's lucky he's got the RS still. He's within a second, so he'll be able to stay in front, but that's still, yeah, that's quite far back that he dropped there. I don't know if he was battling hard or what. Got to use this DRS to his advantage though. Knowing that JTK hasn't got it in front, Connor's now within DRS range just about of the Donster. I think if you're Husky, you want JTK to gap Nico so that he's the first person with DRS. JTK putting another fast lap. ZX puts a fast lap in. Connor puts a fast lap in. Connor's definitely within DRS now. As Nico has been gapped, that's over a second. So Husky's got a chance here. We'll stay on board with ZX and see it from his point of view. You see Husky as his DRS opens. He should be pulling up alongside Nico at any point, but he seems a bit far back. ZX has had a good exit there. Leg Schrader goes up a place. Latifi up into 5th, battling with Mr. Golden Flame there. Oh, and they're both off the track. Latifi dropping down to 7th. The Donster's gone through on both of them, as you saw there. Nice double overtake. Husky's gone through, by the way, into 2nd position as we're just watching these. Latifi's running wide again. Latifi has suffered this season a little bit. They've got really good pace. But I think they've suffered from a bit from the mental game. Connor runs wide and loses a place to Leg Schrader. But yeah, not fully focused this season, Latifi, and it's a shame because when they're on it, you know. They're really, really fast. Maybe reset next week, ready for the next season, and then have a proper go at it as Leg Schrader goes through on Latifi. Well, again, look from ZX's point of view. Look at this. This is a great exit. Nico's in trouble here. Nico's got DRS, but can do nothing. That's an early break from ZX. Husky's going to have to defend really hard. He loses 2 places, Husky, and ZX takes full advantage. He gains 2 places. All change there. That's really rapid. Not seeing a lot from JTK, basically because look at him. He's miles in front. And that's not a bad thing, you know. The less we see of you, it's either because you're right at the back or you're right at the front. And in his case, he's right at the front, which is, great for him. Connor struggling to get through the pack at the minute, just because of a lot of people with DRS. A lot of people running wide. There you go. There's the first penalty. It's for Heller for multiple warnings. I did see this coming a little bit because we could get dropped down to Husky and watch it from there. That's Latifi is out, and that's a full safety car. Okay, 6 laps in. Questions now. If you're on the mediums, do you go to the hards, you stay out? The safety cars, it could be lap 7, probably lap 9 or 10. There's going to be 20-ish laps of racing. You'll probably get away with doing 20 laps on the hards. You're going to be dead at the end. I remember I did a race once here. There was an early safety car. I went into the hards and I was on for a podium actually, and on the very last lap I just pushed it too much with the absolutely dead tyres and binned it on turn 2 actually, or turn 3. The right-hander. Yeah, absolutely binned it. Ended my race there and then. Probably a good thing this. Safety car in a way. JTK, and there's a penalty for Ice 1. JTK does have a big gap at the front, so this just brings the pack together again. So I've got people coming in the pits. I'll be interested to see what the hard runners do here, because I think it's too long for the mediums. Yeah, Mr. Golden Flame's gone through. He's not pitting. He kind of can't. He's stuck with his strategy here with the tyres he's selected. Connor's gone through, obviously on the hards. Heller's gone through as well. I think Heller's gone through. So I've got Connor in second on the hard tyres behind Mr. Golden Flame, but yet to pit. Mr. Golden Flame having a little bit of a race with the safety car. Yeah, I know you're racing against the Aston Martin, but not the safety car one. That's not how that works. So yeah, everybody bunched up, safety car out, and Heller stayed out, and he's on the mediums. Kind of interested to see what he's thinking here. He's going to be quite long on the mediums if he can. Connor and Mr. Golden Flame at the front, as I mentioned, but on old hard tyres against fresh hard tyres, it's going to be difficult for them. Plus, they've got to take a pit stop. I guess they're going to bank on there being another safety car, and then obviously they'll get their free pit stop back. Going to be very difficult for them, though. Interesting to see what they can do from this position. I assume all the medium runners have gone on to onto the hard tyres. It looks that way. No, ZX has gone on mediums. Husky's on mediums. Kovac is on mediums. I don't know whether they started on mediums or not. Maybe they're not. Heller's gone into the pits. Maybe they're not confident that the hard tyres are going to last. It's going to be interesting. If those hard tyres do drop off as quite badly, then staying out on those old hard tyres and then switching later to a medium or a soft whatever is going to be interesting. Probably he's going to give the advantage to those on the old hards. You would imagine. Guess we'll see. Everybody's in the pack now, so I'm guessing the safety car will come in this lap. Also, as we've seen throughout the season, and we know this, that when a safety car comes out, it normally means there's going to be more incidents. That first safety car normally means there's going to be more safety cars. Interesting to see what Mr. Golden Flame decides to do on the restart. The start-finish line's very early on after the last corner, as we see safety car in this lap. So I think you've just got to back the pack up as much as possible and then go for it quite early. Yeah, there's you see Mr. Golden Flame just starting to back the pack up a little bit. Doesn't want to get caught out because of that start-finish line being really early on the start-finish straight. It means that there can be overtakes. As soon as you get over that start-finish line. I think he's gone. Yeah, he's making a go. Oh, he's going early. 7/10 to Connor. He's kind of caught him out there. That's a really good start from Mr. Golden Flame. JTK's right on the back of Connor already. And Mr. Golden Flame's out, as you saw there, into the wall. I told you one incident leads to another incident. It always happens. And we've got a VSC now. There you go, a McLaren in the wall. As a McLaren fan, not what I want to see. Glad it's just a game and not real life. But just a VSC, not a full safety car. Probably not had time to get in and out again, to be fair. And well, I don't think it's going to be out long enough. The VSC is going to be there long enough for everyone to make a pit stop that hasn't. Still under VSC. JTK running second. Got the newer tyres. I think he's going to try and run them till the end, unless there's going to be another safety car. I can't see why you'd want to pit in unless there's another safety car. He's going to have to take them all the way. And we're back racing anyway. A good restart from JTK. All over the back of Connor here. He has got ZX right behind him though. Look at that, very close. Oh, almost 3 wide there. Everybody having a look. Nico taking advantage to get into third. Husky goes past the Donster. Takes 5th position. I'm not sure Connor's going to be able to hold everyone off behind him here. on those old tyres. Yeah, you can see JTK going through. Got the line. A lot of switching places here. Connor's had to run wide. Probably going to complain about that after the race. I think Nico's just about ready to go through on Connor. Oh, he's got... Whoa! He's right into the runoff. Into the wall. And out of the race. Well, I think he just missed his braking point. There's another safety car. Here's a perfect opportunity for Connor to come and pit in now. I think he's got to. I think you've got to pit in here. Safety car's going to be out for at least a couple more laps. Oh, Connor took you out. There was contact. We saw you go into the wall. Oh, well, you know, go straight on rather than turn. I thought because you were battling, I thought you might have missed your braking zone. I pushed you onto the curb. It's quite dirty, that. I mean, if it's a really bad one, I'd recommend reporting it. I always say it's the only way that people are going to learn is if you got to report them. Yeah, Nico's pace every time I've seen him has been absolutely fantastic. I think you've got a potential championship contender there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, full-time seat next season. Get some race wins. So back to JTK at the front then. I did warn you, didn't I? I said one safety car. We're going to see more. A safety car, then a VSC, then another safety car. This is what happens. When you get that first safety car, it just makes everything else after that. It's not that it ends up dirty or anything. It's just, I don't know the reason why. It's probably because the pack's just really bunched up. On a rolling restart, it just means there's always more incidents after that first one. As I say, my theory is that it's because it's a rolling restart and everyone's really close, and some people obviously get caught out on a restart and the side by side with somebody or whatever. That's what I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, I do hope that you get a full-time seat next season, Nico, if you can. I think it'd be a welcome addition to the league full-time, and a very high point scorer, and somebody not to be messed with. Yeah, I kind of think that as well, Diggex. Where, you know, so if you have a good restart, and obviously you're bunched up, like these are now, you kind of well, you don't even think it. It's just like instinct. Like, oh, I could get a double overtake here. I'll go for 2 instead of 1. You get, you know what I mean? You get a bit greedy maybe, and you know, you don't want to be. It's as I say, it's instinct. When you're racing, you're not consciously thinking about it. It's, oh, I get an extra one here, and yeah, it just ends up being more incidents. And then the person that's going to get overtook doesn't want to have a bad restart, and so they're defending harder. So safety car's in, JTK's at the front. So I've got Connor on the on the mediums, I would assume. Let's go to the tyres. Yeah, so it's quite a long way to take those medium tyres if there's no other safety car. It's going to be tough. But what he's going to have is a massive advantage early on to overtake and hopefully from his point of view start getting a gap if he can get to the front quick. Look how much they bunched up though. That's what I mean. It's what's going to make more safety cars is because they're that close. So around the last corner, we're back racing again. Green flags. It's a great start from JTK, by the way. He's caught ZX out. Let's get on board with Connor and let's see what sort of restart he has on these fresh mediums. Having a look there at Heller, he's going to get past it. He'll get past him without DRS down the straight. That's if you don't get through before. He looks like he is. Oh, Heller's gone off there. Didn't see anything wrong there from Connor that time. He's dropped a second behind because of battling, but watch this. I imagine he's gonna close this gap. Yeah, look at that, down to 10 tenths already. I'm telling you now, he's gonna close this gap and he's gonna be flying when this DRS kicks in. Unless it's another safety car, he wants to hope that there's not. He's gonna down those two straights with the DRS. He's gonna be passing people really easily, I would imagine. That's why I think we'll stay on board for now with him. We'll go back to the front, of course. Should anything happen. And to be fair, he is our two-time champion. Oh, and there's Ice One running just wide there, so Connor's gone through up to 6th, 8 tenths behind Leg Frida in 5th position. DRS will kick in the next lap. Those top 3 already, look, they've gapped Donster in terms of you know, coming for the DRS. Donster's got to throw a bit of ERS, a bit of overtake in there, and try and get that gap back beneath a second. Otherwise, he's going to be in trouble. There we go, DRS about to be enabled. Dunster's dropped back to 1.3 now. He's going to have Leg Schrader and Connor all over the back of him. As you see, these fresh mediums, they're going to be so much faster than everyone else. Or they're going to help him be so much faster. Through on Leg Schrader, he's going to have DRS here. Leg Schrader with a good exit there, but as you can see what those mediums do. Flying past the Donster. And even though he won't have DRS, Connor, I don't think down this straight now. He's gonna still probably be able to start to catch these. Let's go back to the front 3, as you can see. Very close at the top. Husky just tucked in nicely behind ZX and JTK. Keep an eye on that gap between Husky and Connor. He's going to get that. If he can get within DRS range, he's going to be really dangerous. Yeah, he's got 8 tenths, look. He's, I can't remember if he's Husky on the older-ish mediums at the minute. Yeah, 9 laps. They're not going to go to the end. I'm pretty certain. But Hella retiring from the session, and oh, it's a VSC. It's not a full safety. I think he's put it in a wall there. I would imagine. Off the left-hander. He's probably at the curb. Waiting for this VSC to end. Let's see what can happen. Probably good for the top three. That means Connor's missed out on DRS for another lap. The tyres are a lap older. Degradation's pretty bad round here, and temps on the tyres. It's Abu Dhabi, what do you expect? And it's night time. Track temps normally very high. He's dropped back a bit there. I don't know if... I mean, there's obviously the delta from the virtual safety car, which you've got to... There we go. Back racing again. Can't go too fast, you get a drive through. Good restart from Husky, to be fair. Drop back, use that delta to his advantage. Get fast off the restart. Although we do know that he's definitely going to have to pit. And ZX as well. I'm interested to see if JTK pits or not. I've got caution sector 2, I think that might be Ice 1. And the AlphaTauri having a bit of an incident, him and Kovac. Right, here's the DRS train. Connor's latched onto the back of it as it stands. Yeah, he's... and they've gapped the Dunsters. Outlaw goes through on Leg Schrader. JTK looking to just try and pull away. As we see those mediums, they're what, 11 laps old now from ZX and Husky. About 7 for Connor on his mediums. This could be interesting. You know, they're going to drop off at some point, those mediums. I don't think 7. You know, 13, 14 lap old mediums are going to start dropping off. And JTK might have an advantage with the odd tyres. Connor goes through on Husky. Third now, up into third position. 12 laps of racing to go. I think he's probably going to try and keep those mediums to the end, Connor. Those extra 4 laps he's got in hand on the mediums. As it stands right now, by the way, JTK would take second in the championship. From Husky will be third, and then we would have ZX in 4th position. Leg Schrader would finish 5th. That's as it stands at the minute. Of course, a lot of things could happen between now and the end of the race. ZX keeping pace on those mediums, so they're still not... I think right now the pace is going to be about the same between the mediums and the hards. I don't think there's going to be a big difference. I think that we're at that point where both sets of tyres, given the number of laps that they've done, are going to be performing about the same. And so I think this is where it's going to be difficult for Connor as well. Both ZX... I mean, Husky's shown a fantastic pace, to be fair to him. And he's still there. But I think it's going to be difficult now. He's going to go through on ZX, as you can see. He's going to make it stick, though. Yes, he is. So it's going to be Connor and JTK at the front. That's the top two. Quite a regular top two this season, or what seems to be. And now, as I've got caution sector 2 there. I think that might be who's that then? Is that Ice One? Oh no, it's a Red Bull. I think that's Kovac. Yeah, Connor's going to be first in the DRS train, which is the best place to be. As we can see there, Husky from 4th position is pitting in. 10 laps to go. I wonder what compound he's going to go for. We'll see when he comes out of the pits. Let's go to tyres. Banging on the softs. Yeah, if those softs can last, he's got a chance. He will go flying through the pack. I forgot Kovac speeding in the pit lane. Has retired from session in the pit lane. As Connor's gone through, as expected with DRS, but he's going to have JTK coming back at him here. JTK having a look round the outside, makes the pass with the DRS. ZX having a look, trying to get through. Those mediums of ZX are going to be falling off at any minute, I would expect. We've got a battle between the Donster and Leg Schrader going on for 5th position. The question now is, what can Husky do? He's a long way back though. It's going to take a lot. You're going to need, even a safety car is probably not going to help him at this stage, because everyone will just pit in and have fresher softs than him anyway. It's difficult. Yeah, he had to pit in. At some point, ZX is going to have to pit in as well. It's going to be it's going to be between Connor and JTK, and I'm not sure Connor's tyres are going to last. There you go, look, just a look this time. Oh, and a bit of contact. A little touch there as the Donster's through into 4th position. I wonder if there's any damage there to the front wing or the nose of Connor's car. Seems to be alright. Although he did run a bit wide there. Doesn't look like there's any damage, which obviously we don't want to see. We want to see these guys race. I think at this point as well, a penalty would be disastrous for anyone, as ZX is coming into the pits from 3rd position. Husky's got that gap down to 10 seconds between himself and Leg Schrader from 14 seconds. Although it's back up to 15 now. I don't know what's happened there. I've put in the fastest lap of the race. Undercut ZX. We've got a top 2 now that are miles in front, to be fair. They are absolutely flying. Connor going to have another look. He's trying to... As you see, I think those mediums now are starting to drop off, because he's having a look. He was flying past earlier. It doesn't look like he can quite keep pace, even with DRS. I was going to have a look. Another look. Let's see. He just has a look. How old are JTK's tyres? 15 lap old hards. Connor's on 11 lap old mediums. I think those mediums are starting. They're at the stage now where the tyres are not making any difference, and it's going to be difficult. I'm pretty sure if you're JTK, you're just going to stay out. Same as like the Donster and Leg Schrader. Might as well run those hards till the end now. Those mediums are surely going to fall off. You're not going to get anything out of those mediums on the last few laps. I mean, the hards might be difficult towards the end, but I don't see how they're still going to be in better shape than the mediums. So we'll see again. Let's get on board with Connor. He's got DRS. He does catch with the DRS. He might have he's having a proper go this time. No looking, just straight past. But JTK's going to have DRS now, provided he's had a decent exit, which he has. He's just going to go flying past Connor. So, back to square one. I think if you can, you try and overtake in that second DRS zone. I reckon. And then there's no chance of you being passed in sector 3, or there's only a small chance. Whereas if you're going past in that first DRS zone, the longer of the two straights, I think unless the person you've just overtaken or overtook has a really bad exit, you're just going to go back and forth. I've just reminded myself of something actually. I'm pretty sure it was discussed in the chat. I don't know if anything, in the league, in the chat for the league. I don't know if anything concrete's come out of it, but there was talk of penalties as Connor looks to go through on the inside. Oh, a little touch there. Now JTK's got that inside line. Wheel to wheel stuff here. Nice clean racing. But yeah, so retiring in the pit lane for no other reason than you've got a little bit of wing damage or whatever. I think that might be. There was discussions of that being punished next season. Because you're taking up a seat that somebody else could have or want. Well, this is the last race of the season. It's distinct. Normally we've got a full 20. So you're taking up a seat that somebody else could have just to, like, retire in the pits. It's kind of annoying. If you've got a full-time seat this season, as Connor goes through, he's not waiting for the second DRS zone. I don't think his ice one's out of the race in the pits though. There you go, just what we were talking about. I think if you've got a full-time seat this season and you've put down for a full-time seat next season, I think your seat's pretty much guaranteed. That's normally the case anyway. Outlaw up into third. We'll stick with these. Connor and JTK wheel to wheel racing. Connor's managed to hold first place here. I do wonder, with almost just 4 laps to go, how these tyres are going to go. I personally think your best option, or the best way to do it, is just, so whatever the first race is next season, I can't remember off the top of my head, just concentrate on that and just absolutely just batter that track lap after lap. Then after that race, straight away, what, not immediately after you've done, but you know, like the day after, right, what's the next race? Sweat that track out. Then every week, you're prepared for that track, rather than, you know, do a variety of tracks. It's probably a more boring way, and it's more tedious doing it that way. But I think it gets you better prepared each week. It kind of runs really wide there. So I guess that's one way to defend a line. Actually really thirsty as well, and I don't have anything to drink. I'd have to go to the kitchen. I can risk it with 3 laps to go. I am literally in the next room to the kitchen, so it shouldn't take long. Just give me a second. So I'm back now. Yeah, not missed anything anyway. Connor's still first. Lex Schrader up into third. With ZX in 6th, that would actually give Lex Schrader 4th place in the championship. Bragging rights in the Aston Martin team. And would mean that ZX has to be Lance Stroll next season. However, I'm sure ZX will argue that he was on holiday for 2 weeks. So for him to be as close as he is in the championship is pretty impressive, and he'd be right, to be fair. See, Husky on the back of Lex Schrader. He's probably going to get a podium off of those soft tyres. So he's not even lost anything really. And he had to change the tyres. The only thing is, it's very close for 3rd position. There's like 4 cars battling for it. Not many finishers tonight. I thought there wouldn't be. You know, with it being the last race of the season and stuff, I think I'd met people would think, oh, I've got some damage. It's the last race of the season. Bugger this. You know, I'm off to, I don't know. I'm off to Pornhub or whatever. Yeah. There you go, up into 3rd. We're just going to stick with this one at the front, though. I want to see has he got the tyres in him to get first place, Connor. I'm still not sure. We are approaching the last lap of the race. And the last lap of the season, of course. Here we go. It's going to be the final lap of the season. And it's pretty much summed up with the top 5 that we've got today. That's how the season's gone, to be fair. And actually the top 5, as it stands, that is the top 5 in the championship. In that order as well. So, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths. I think this race could be over. I think Connor's got this. JTK's quite far back. Those mediums have held on really well, especially at a track that's renowned for tyre temps and high degradation. And the last to first challenge could be complete, although it's still really close. don't think there's going to be enough time for JTK. Straight down to leg Schrader as well. Yeah, round the last corner, and the race winner, the championship winner, last to first challenge, completed it, mate. That is Connor. JTK with second position, Husky with a really good podium. Leg Schrader just over the line there. ZX down to 6th. That means Leg Schrader will take 4th position in the championship. Fake pole on last of it. He's just too good, isn't he? He's just too good. Although I do think next season, I don't think he's gonna. If he races next season, I imagine he will. I don't think he's gonna have it that easy next season. I think there's a lot of people next season. You've got JTK, Husky, Mr. Golden Flame, ZX, Leg Trader. Sam's back next season. Nico, if he gets a seat. That's 7 there. Plus Connor, that's 8. That's going to be a massive top 8 there. I mean, try and pick winners of every race out of that. I don't think Connor's going to have it that easy. In the end, that 3-second penalty for ZX has cost him 4th position in the championship. By the way, Outlaw with a really impressive 5th position. The Donster finishing in 7th. And he's the final finisher of the race, by the way. So he's actually finished last because he was the last to finish. But yeah, that's this season over. Husky with the extra point, by the way, for the fast lap. Not quite. Actually, that fast lap might make the difference. There's 2 points in it between Husky and JTK. It will go down to who's finished higher. Let's have a look. So where the bloody hell is race results? Not well. Driver standings. Where's the? I'm sure there's one that says how many effing wins they've had. I want to see who's finished second. No, it's not that one. I can't find it. That's annoying. I'm sure it was there before. I'm not imagining things. I'm pretty sure. I'm not making this up. Here we go. I think I found it. Or have I? No, I haven't. I'm lying. No, so I don't know who's finished higher between the two. Well, it's both Alfa Romeos anyway. Second and third. Connor says he's enjoyed this season more than any other season. That's always good to hear. It's been a great season, to be fair, and I think the right person won the championship, the most dominant. It's not like it was close. I think the right team won the constructors as well. I'd like to see. I'd I'd like to see Connor with a regular teammate. I know Benny's his usual teammate. To see a constructors battle, a three-way battle between the Red Bulls, the Alfa Romeos, and the Aston Martins. That'd be nice to see for next season. As Leg Trader says, he's sick of Husky getting him at the end of the race. Well, he had those soft tyres on. What do you want to do? So yeah, that's everything. That's this season done. And I'll just quickly have a look at the calendar if I can find it, because I'm an idiot. I don't know. I think I'd love to be able to tell you dates and everything exactly. Tune in on Sunday. Your Sunday commentator is actually the main man himself, Hella, who, as always, I must give my sincerest gratitude and thanks to for allowing me the opportunity to commentate on this league. It's always a pleasure, and it's a great league to commentate on. As you can see, everybody's buggered off. It's the end of the season. Everyone's gone for a drink afterwards, and as I say, it's been a pleasure. It's been a great season, and hopefully we'll see you all back next season, and we'll have another really good season and a really good championship. And thank you everyone for tuning in throughout the course of the season, for making the league what it is. And as I say, I can only hope you're back next season and we can entertain you a little bit more. Have a great week, a great couple of weeks, because I don't know if I'll be commentating next week if it's a gap week. And yeah, enjoy Saudi Arabia on at the weekend. Remember the race on Saturday. And see you all later.